Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play the Subspace Emissary from Brawl. In the last part we did the Battlefield Fortress and a whole bunch of other stuff. And now we're going to go to the research facility and play as Zero Suit Samus and eventually Pikachu. And now I know I've said that this mode doesn't really have a lot of diversity in terms of its level design, but honestly these factory stages are like one of the few exceptions, because while they aren't the most exciting still, they are still some of the more unique stages in the game, because there's actual like stage variety. Like there's some switches you have to take care of, and like turning on that said switch will activate something in another room. So yeah, I wish there was more of that in this mode, because once you get to here, you can really tell like they had something going with it, but then it just gets generic again. Like the factory stages and maybe a couple other levels are the only ones I can really say are like I can actually legitimately enjoy. Like not like because well they don't have that many distinct enemies here. Like it's mostly just the robs, but in terms of the actual factory stages, they're actually a lot more interesting than the others, I feel. Not by a whole lot, but even still. Also, I looked back at the previous episode, and for some reason, as like near the end of the castle fortress, my audio just cut off. I have no idea why that happened. I don't remember it being like that before I uploaded it, so yeah, it might have been, it's probably something I overlooked, so hopefully it doesn't happen again, because that kind of annoyed me. Thankfully you only saw one full level with no commentary, and thankfully that stage isn't too long, but even still, the fact that it happened was kind of annoying. I don't know. Also, this area makes you go to sections, like you go here and you go back into that big room. You keep that's like the main room for this level. Like you keep going into different areas here. Always follow the arrows, because they always tell you the next place you need to go, and if you like disobey it, I guess, and go somewhere else first, it'll waste a lot of time, because if you go somewhere where there's no arrow pointing to it, then there's nothing to do there yet. And then you have to go somewhere else, and then you have to go to the place where you went earlier. So it's you're essentially making yourself go somewhere twice, which is something you want to avoid, because you don't want to just scour around for no reason and then just get nothing from it, you know? Also, these enemies are also found in Smash Run, which, yeah, again, I'm finding that they brought back some enemies in Smash Run from Subspace, but I'm just so glad that they actually have the majority of the enemies are actual Nintendo enemies, you know? Like, again, I'm fine for having like original enemies for Smash, but the fact that there's only Mario enemies here, and I guess you could count Rob, but meh. The fact that that's all you have for like actual Nintendo enemies, that's kind of missing the point of Smash Brothers, in my opinion. Like, again, for a Smash Brothers game, you expect it to have a ton of homages to actual Nintendo games, but it doesn't really feel that way in Smash. Yeah, it's really ambitious that they tried a full-on adventure mode, adventure like story mode like this, but it's just like I don't think it's like fully realized. I guess I don't know. Again, I don't think a story mode is the best thing to do for Smash. Like, I think you should focus on actual modes that matter, like the actual multiplayer stuff and stuff like event modes, because I feel that's like my main issue with Subspace is that it feels like they like the Sakurai and all the developers and whatnot focused a bit too much on Subspace, and it gave them not as much time to work with like the actual modes, like polishing out characters and the modes and items and stuff like that. It just kind of feels like it I don't know, like drained them out, kind of, I guess you could say, because there's a lot that this mode is not short. Like it's not like super long, but it's still like pretty lengthy to be like an adventure, I guess, like a full-on like a story mode and all that. And yeah, that's really ambitious to do for a Smash Brothers game, but I kind of would like it to, like the developers to focus on the actual modes that most people play, because let's be fair, you're probably only gonna play through this mode once. I'm only playing through it again because, well, actually no, I played it once. That was the first time I played the game. The other time I went through it on intense because I hate myself for some reason, and now for this LP, so I've played it at least 3 times, I think. Again, I don't find this mode to be like horrible or anything like that. It's just nothing necessarily spectacular. So again, it's not. I don't think. Don't misunderstand me. I don't think this mode is bad. I don't think it's like this is the worst thing to come out of Smash ever. I'm nowhere. It's nowhere near that bad. It's just I feel that if they focused on the other modes and maybe include some more stuff to the game, then I think Brawl would have came out a lot better because of it. Like, I'm not saying like get rid of this mode entirely. I'm just saying like maybe for the better, like maybe like lower the length, like shorten the length of it so it's not as long. So then you still have the story mode, but you don't have to spend as much time making it, because yeah, I think this mode is a bit too long for its own good. Like, eventually you're just like, okay, can it please end? And I kind of feel that if they shortened it somewhat, then it'll still make it so the game contains this mode, but it also makes it so they don't have to spend so much time on it when they could be polishing other stuff up, you know? Because, again, this mode it's cool that they tried a story, but this game needs a lot more polishing up than a story mode, I think. If they ever try this kind of mode again for Subspace, like, no, not Subspace. If they ever try this kind of mode again for a new Smash Brothers game, then I'd say shorten it like by a couple hours or so, and make the level designs actually unique. Like, make the first 2 or so levels like kind of basic, so you know what you're getting into. But after that, After that, make the levels unique, like you saw in like the research facility where you have to go to one room and then you can go to the next room and stuff like that. Like make the stages more unique in terms of its level design. Like the actual like variety in stages, that's fine as it is. You don't have to do anything with that. Just make the levels themselves more interesting to play, you know? I remember. This is the level I was thinking about a while ago. I can't remember in what stage I thought, but I thought this level was in. But either way, we're doing it now, and I don't know how to explain it, but this stage features a lot of misunderstanding, I guess you could say. And yeah, so essentially Kirby ran away and caused Peach, I believe it was, to get hit by that cannon launcher, wherever that thing is, where all the bad guys, for some reason, all the bad guys seem to have, except for Ganondorf, I think. Oh, you're not dead. And no, Peach got tretrified, and now we have a evil doppelganger Peach. Yes, this isn't like Bowser. This is not the real character, but a certain plumber and a, how would you call it? And a certain angel, I guess, don't know about that, and they think they legitimately think you just killed Peach, and Mario isn't very happy with that, so we have to do a brawl against them. Now, depending on what princess you saved from the first level will determine who you fight here, because well, basically, if you save Peach, you'll go up against Mario and Pitts. If you save Zelda, you'll fight Link and Yoshi, which is funny because Yoshi has always been like, I don't know, like Mario's most trusted pet, I guess you could say. So it's kind of funny that they're both like fighting each other now. I don't know, it's something I just thought of. Oh, although, like the Kirby Mario fight in the first level, these character battles are really nothing they are really nothing that hard, to be honest. Yeah, it's really done. It's really not hard at all. Unless you're going on an intense difficulty, then it might be a bit of a trouble, but I don't know. Then again, I think you only have one life in that section, so I think you should be more careful, but yeah. And Kirby came back. Where the hell did you run off to anyway? And also, Link would shoot the, Link would shoot that thing that DDD rides if you saved Zelda, I believe. So yeah, some cutscenes are a bit different depending on what character, depending on what princess you saved, but only slightly, like only slight differences. You know, like it's nothing like major. But in order to get all the cutscenes in the movies from Subspace, you're gonna have to play through the game twice, because you have to go save Peach, and then in the next playthrough you have to save Zelda. Then that's the only way, like that's the way you'll be able to get all the movies in the game, because you won't automatically get the other variations of the cutscenes is you play through it once. Like, you have to unlock, you have to actually have the game play them from the mode and whatnot. And another one of these creeps, I don't remember these guys being in, what was it? I don't remember these group guys being in Smash Run, so. Ooh, yes. I'm gonna need that, so very appreciated. Oh, okay then. I didn't need that Maxim tomato after all. Oh, hello. I hate these bomb guys because it's so hard to attack them without taking damage because, well, they have bomb heads, as you can see, and attacking them makes it really easy for their bombs to explode in your face. So they're kind of tricky to deal with. I guess the best solution to avoid them is just to avoid getting hit from them is just, I guess, avoid trying to attack them entirely, which is a bit hard to do anyway because they throw their heads at you, so you kind of have to be careful with that. But it really depends. If you have faith in your skill, I guess, then I guess go ahead and try and take care of them, but yeah, just don't try anything fancy with them, I guess I should say. Right. Ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna be Kirby. I'm not a big fan of Link in this game, to be honest. Like, I don't think he's bad, but I don't know. He's kind of slow for me. I love Toon Link in this game, but I can't say the same for regular Link. Again, he's just too slow for me. He's better in the next game, like Smash Bros. 4. But I'm still not a huge fan. Like, I still play Toon Link over him any day. But they did improve him quite a bit though, so it's nice. So that's nice. Right, I believe there's. Oh yeah, we haven't gone through an enemy gauntlet in a while. Surprising, eh? I don't know why I did that, but yeah, those things do a lot of damage, so, like I just showed off. Ah, go away. Yes. Okay, now this area, they want you to go through down here and then go up to the top, because all of these rooms have a key in them. So they expect you to go through this one, grab the key there, go through the middle, grab the key there, and go to the top one. Although they don't expect you to just go to the top, use this key and go to the top one, because you can just all of these keys can open any of the locked doors. So you can just go use this one and use it to open the top one, but for the sake of making this LP complete, I guess, I'm gonna do it legitimately. But it's still kind of fun. Oh, come on. It's still kind of funny that you can actually do that, though. Like, they didn't program it right, so you had to go through all of these doors. Which, again, is kind of funny, but you know. Oh, hello. Don't remember that. I wonder, is the voice actor for Pit in this game different from Uprising and Smash 4? Because it kind of sounds similar. It kind of sounds similar, but at the same time, it kind of sounds a bit different. I don't know. If any of you know, then feel free to tell me, because that is something I just thought of now, really. Yep, enemy gauntlet. I'm not too bothered about... Well, actually, no, we had some of these in the research facility. I tell a lie. Although we haven't been seeing as much of them as in the first recording session, but so because of that, I'm not as bothered of them as before. So, oh yes, it's the end of the level. All right. Hey Kirby. Oh, here we have Ganondorf. With his Twilight Princess design. Alright. Also, I want to point out this now, but you should probably know this, but when a level is like flagged, that I didn't mean to say it that way. I don't know. When it has a flag on it, it means you